Yeah, never played that. 7 dwarves. Oh, there's dwarves in it? You can change Shragma. Couldn't you do that already? What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm trying to think of the oldest one I played. I don't know. One of the millions of unique user-generated 3D experience recreated. Oh. There's toilets on there. That's just a skibbity thing, isn't it? Try to get me to watch skibbity shit. What was I gonna say? Oh, the oldest thing I played. Ugh. God, I'd have to think on it. It's probably some stupid visual novel, honestly. Did you find Fizzle Gormick? See the rest of the burning. I wish I could move this over. Me and the rest of the burning blade scorched our lands. Ah, you got him. You do your clan proud, Gormicks. And because of you, Dirteye is free of another evil agent. Farewell! Farewell! We will suffer no demon servants in our land. No. Me no want. Me no want. X, Y, Z. It sounds like... One of our shamans, Margaz, knows more of the Burning Blade's corruption. He speaks of a cave called Skull Rock in the mountains just outside Orgrimmar. It shelters a large band of Burning Blade cultists. Before you go to Skull Rock, speak with Margaz. He's wise and his counsel is valued. He is camped to the northeast between the coast and Dry Gulch Ravine. Follow his advice, but whatever Margaz says, Gormix, I still want you to crush those cultists. I'm sure stuff slips through the cracks with Roblox. I haven't seen anything, but is there that kind of stuff on Roblox? I figure since that's like primarily, I don't know. I think of it more as a kids thing. I would assume there's not a lot of that. Even though they can steal whatever the fuck they want and it's free use, evidently. I don't... Or fair use. Free use, fair use. Which is still bizarre to me. But then you have licensed games like... There's the Sonic Speed Simulator game on Roblox that actually isn't bad. I wasted a lot of time on that game. It's pretty fun. But, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of that kind of stuff on Roblox. I don't recall ever seeing anything. Which is, you know, makes sense. Like I said, I feel like it's primarily a kid's thing. I'm sure people try to get stuff in, but they probably put the kibosh on it pretty quick. But then, too, there's a lot of, like, role-playing shit on Roblox, so then it's... That can also get weird. Role-playing on a kid's game? I don't... whatever. There's an innocence when you're a kid, but when you grow up, it's like, nah. You're just fucking weird. But yeah, there are genuinely fun games on Roblox. It's just finding them. Because there's so much shit. If those kids want to RP, they can do it out in the woods with sticks. Nah, kids don't go outside and do that. Let's go out and play Star Wars. Let's make a Star Wars fan film. And as long as you're young enough, it'll be viewed as innocent. But once you hit a certain age, then you're just a fucking weirdo. You probably shouldn't be doing that. Apparently there's a game called Furcadia. Why does that sound familiar? The name itself, I can kind of guess what it is. But, I feel like somebody's mentioned that before. How do I play this character? I forgot. What does this do? Channel upon you raise minions. Oh, I can heal them. Oh no, heal them. Yeah, with a name like Furcadia, it's probably some furry role-playing thing. It's kind of what I assumed. So, is Second Life bleeding into Roblox? Is that what's happening? Spare stompers. Get on the floor, it's weasel stomping day!
McGraw.
Welcome, Cormax. Word reached me of your coming and your exploit to Durtar. You are a necromancer of growing skill and renown. You stay on the pure path and your future will be great indeed. The burning blades infested the cave east of Orgrimmar known as Skull Rock. Inside that cave, they perform vile rituals and burn their own flesh with searing collars. By wearing these collars, I believe the cultists attune themselves to demonic power, but to confirm this, I must have a collection of the collars to study. Go to Skull Rock and gather searing collars of the cultists you find there, bring them to me, and I will uncover their secrets. Okay.
May your blades never dull.
I hope we don't die. Somebody was telling me too that like furry community is very protective of their furry characters, which I don't know. If you're going to the extent of like role-playing as an anthropomorphic character, like you just go all the way. Just say you want to fuck that character. It's fine. It's whatever. Like, why be so protective about it? I've seen plenty of good artwork. Like, I get it. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Just deep breaths. We'll make it through this. I don't know. It's not even so much just that fandom. Just fandoms in general are very weird. Like, I don't understand. I'm sure we've talked about it before, but just to be so absorbed in something to the point where that's like your identity. It's different if it's like an interest, but like when that is you are it and nothing else. That's bordering on maybe you should go find some help, honestly. It's like an addiction. Those independent artists need to get funding somehow. Yeah, see, I mean, I missed what you said, but I don't really agree with this take. Okay, the furry thing. I don't. Are you a furry? Have I offended you? Is it time for you to go now? I don't know. Like I said, it's not even just the furry thing. Just any yeah, World of Warcraft. You know, could be that too. Just where you're so absorbed in one thing and it is your life. You're limiting yourself so much. I don't know. Why not get absorbed in more? Get absorbed in other. Again, sort of things I don't think it's what really leads to the whole identity thing. Well, maybe not for all people. But it definitely does. Because people want to belong to something, they want to be a part of something. And if that means I have to be, you know, this and nothing else just so I can belong. That's fine, whatever. I don't know. Enough to send people claim someone is obsessed when they're just as obsessed with other things, science hobbies. Maybe they don't belong to anything. Maybe humans are just gonna end up doing that. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I just don't get it because I am not... There is nothing like that for me. There's nothing I'm so into that I'm obsessive with. Like, I would say the biggest or the closest thing would be Dragon Ball, and even then, that's not, like... I haven't watched any of fucking Daima. I don't care. I enjoy it, but it's like, I know it's shit. It's been shit.
What do you need?
Like, there's really nothing else that comes really close.
Strength.
Belong to something, perhaps some don't. I'd definitely be obsessed with... I wasn't reading. Searing collars you brought me are powerful demonic implements. Divining their origin is, I'm afraid, beyond my skills as a shaman, and I need a warlock to study them. Take a searing collar to Niru Fireblade. Although he is skilled warlock, he professes to use his powers to thwart demons. He claims... I saw that. Claims his research in the occult is benign. Be that true or false, we may need his aid against the demonic cult in Duratar. You may find a ruin Orgrimmar and Cleft of Shadows. You don't have an addictive personality or schizophrenia, I don't think. Spending several hours on a video game makes you obsessed. No. I wouldn't say that. Trying to think now. Maybe I misspoke. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to think back to what I said, I can't remember. My brain is gone. Orgrimmar? That's not Orgrimmar. Bring a sign of Kron's oh. Many people will view gaming as an obsession, so just having knowledge, lore, subjective to... Well, yeah, I think, like, that's fine. You can have knowledge about a thing. It depends on how... I guess it's more how defensive you get over something. Or those types of people that are really obsessed and can, like, quote something to the minute, to the second, to, like, a page or a book, a movie or something like that, like the exact quote at 50 minutes, 20 seconds, blah blah blah, like that kind of shit. That I think is an issue. Cause that, like, why? I don't know. Again, maybe I just don't get it. Because I'm not. Oh yeah, what was I doing? Professions. Herbs. I think too, like now my brain does not work the way it used to. So remembering anything takes lots of concentration and lots of doing it again and again and again and again and again. Whereas when your brain is soft and squishy and you're stupid, you seem to retain stuff a lot easier and a lot better, a lot quicker. Which isn't good, because then you remember the stupidest fucking shit.
Nukta.
Nina's Rose. Talk to a harpy, I believe you, of course. You have the honor not to deceive me, I'm sure. They've not just been receptive, of course. Wait, what? Hang on. I'm sure they've just not been receptive. Okay, period, not a comma. Of course, we haven't tried to talk much. Well, if you found out, let's get started, yes. Don't know how true the origins are, but the story has to originate from somewhere. If the powerful curse remove properties, that would make sense. But substituting alchemical means, I might be able to stretch it and make several cures. Enough isn't many. Or fucking God, hang on. Though it is many. I gotta like switch gears here. Though that isn't many. The flower only has one seed, but maybe if I could find a way to grow more out of it. Head of myself, we need to be sure this method even works. We've come this far. If you can get the crystal the harpy mentioned and meet me in the Barrens with it when you're done, I believe I can use the demon blood as a way to make it latch onto our own demon blood and nullify it. Okay.
May your blades never dull.
Did you give me a quest? People get defensive just because it's their opinion. I don't know how people break out defensiveness when it's not just that. Well, I've said that before, like, there's plenty of games and shit we've played that I enjoy, but I can look at something and be like, yeah, it's bad. But I enjoy it. Like, I totally get it. It's shit. But when you sit there and try to defend the shit, then it's like, okay, you're just stupid. Basically. Like, there's a difference between opinion and just straight up wrong. If something is broken, it's fucking broken. Period.
How can old Vol'jin help you?
Another hero defeats smiles upon us this day, Gormix. Can you not see that I'm busy? That this had better be pressing. Countless times I urged the chief not to trust the humans, but personal pride is not what it is at stake here. You served the horde honorably, young commander. Now excuse me, I must consult all these matters at once. Okay. Go do it. Not doing anything. Okay, so what do we got? Ooh. Increases health. I don't care about that. I'm gonna do this one. It's difficult for me to rank things as favorite or best. Sure, it's all very simple, like having a favorite food. Maybe some people eat. Well, that's the thing too. I feel like, yeah, like favorites. I can't do favorites. There's too much out there, and there's too much that interests me to have like, oh, this is my favorite. Like, then no, it's just impossible. Or favorites, or like a type. Like a type of woman, I guess, is a simpler way to put that. Like, I like a lot of stuff. What? You want me to pick one?
Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde?
Members of the Horde are equal in my eyes, Gormix. We have all suffered many burdens. If were not for wisdom and honor, then we would be no better than the Scourge or my people, while our blood was tainted by the demon Manarath? Menoroth. The pit demon. It is your duty to aid the Horde, to defend our way of life, but it is also your duty to know when quarter of compassion should be given to a friend and foe alike. Understand this well. This is the new Horde, not some demon-spawned army who lack free will. One thing I will not tolerate are traitors in our midst, Gormix. But I would be a fool to place my hand so early. Play my hand so early, fuck. I'm still, like, not there. It would not be sufficient to cut the corruption out of our lands and only cause the infection to grow worse. But you, a young adventurer, could go places my agents could not, could learn the truth, could find the true head of the beast. If you are brave enough, then enter Scald Rock to the east. I already did this. Find the Lieutenant Insignia off of the Burning Blade, then return to me. No, you got a collar. Insignia is different. You getting new skills? Empowers an ally with dark, increases stamina. Empowers an ally? Like me? Or like... not a player? Ah. Stamina. Video games are a great example. Trying to claim a video game is best video game ever, or even just your favorite, and then not plating favorite with best. Helps to break them down into genres. And what do you do when you really enjoy a game that wastes your time, when it could just not waste so much of your time with padding? Yeah, exactly. That's like, I'd say I enjoy Warcraft, whether it's Ascension or sorry, I enjoy WoW. I enjoy Warcraft as well. But I enjoy WoW, I enjoy Ascension, but like, they do not rank... I don't even know my favorites, but I could tell you without a doubt that this would not be up there. It just wouldn't be. Because it's a shitty MMO. Period. Not someone who optimizes my time to the max. Maybe some people... Yeah, I don't either, obviously. That's why I'm here. That's not true. I try to balance this. When it comes to streaming and, like, recording offline YouTube shit, I try to balance between the two. I try to do equal amounts. I really don't play a lot of stuff on my own, for myself. It's either streamed or recorded. I don't really do video game stuff on my own.
Blood and thunder!
Listen closely to what you are told and do not quickly trust or distrust. For even friends serve their own ends, Necromancer. Our great chief knows this, and to prove that there are warlocks within the Horde who do not wish to destroy it from within or gain control over it, I have volunteered to aid our young leader in any way I can. Aren't you a fucking liar, though? Aren't you a traitor? My most humble greetings, Necromancer. How might I help my orc brother today? Ah, where did you get this? Good. Margaz and Razorhill sent you to me, did he?
Victory.
What happened? Interesting, very interesting. You found this dirt, huh?
Strength and honor.
Listen closely to what... Yeah. Since the last Great War, when the Burning Legion was defeated, I have searched for sources of demonic corruption in Orc society. The collar you brought me confirms my fears. It belongs to the Burning Blade, a cult that rallies around an item of demonic power. It is called the Demon Seed. And it resides in the Barrens atop Dreadmist Peak and must be destroyed. Go to Farwatch Post on the border of the Barrens to the west and speak with my assistant Axeloth. He will direct you further. I don't want to go to the fucking Barrens! Why does everyone want me to go to the Barrens? Enter Raid Fire Chasm, no.
For the Horde.
I'll read that though, what does it say?
Zug.
Jug. Primary task set upon me by our great war chief is to root out the creatures responsible for investing our Lord's great city with demonic influence. The Burning Blade is one threat, but there are others. The Searing Blade, for instance, oh wow, how original, who make their home in Ragefire Chasm, secretly attempting to subvert innocent members of the Horde. If they are to be stopped, then their leader must be slain, a Felguard named Tarragaman, the Hungerer. Kill him and his heart will appease thrall of this, I am sure. I just thought about that. Can you do... You can do Mana Storm in this. Weird. Huh. Do I have my stuff? No. I'm pretty sure if he's an infiltrator, he'd be legally obligated to tell you. You're a cop, right? Or you're, well, yeah. Are you a cop? How do you answer that in a roundabout way? Like, how do you answer that smartly? Like, I told him I was a cop, but I used words that were too big for his understanding. There's got to be a way to do that, right? There's got to be a way around that law. Yeah, the menu's there at least. It's weird though, because I don't have any of my things. Yeah, this is a different server, but I did that sync thing with the vanity, so... Yeah, see, it's in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no actual legal obligation about cops telling... Well, I don't know. That was the thing, though. At least in media. In media, they always make that a thing. Is it like a misunderstanding? What it actually means is this. What is that, a koala and a... I don't know what the fuck that is. I can't click on it. What is that? Oh, it's a cop car. Hang on, I gotta squint. Also qualified immunity, so even... Qualified. If I had read the comment before your comment. I just read was at the bottom of the thing. Speak to the flight. I thought he was up here. Yeah, right there.
Sub.
I don't want to go anywhere. Voila. So we're done here. Now I gotta go back here. Conscript the Horde. So then we're gonna do... Oh my fucking lord. Okay, there we go. Lieutenants in Schnignia. See if we can't do this. I have no faith. This last Burning Blade cave we went into was a frickin' pain. Ooh. Actually, wait, we're here. Where's a guard? There we go. Where's the alchemist? I think it said I have to play for 4 hours to get the drop. Or maybe it was somebody has to watch for 4 hours to get the drop. I don't know what it said. Again, this isn't... Technically, this isn't WoW. Blizzard does a lot of Twitch drop shit, I've noticed. It's all stupid shit, too. Sometimes it's just like... a Talbird... a purple Talbird. Yeah, there should be drops. I thought I should be activated? Yeah, watch to earn drops. Get rewards by watching HojoRaver while they're live in World of Warcraft. Ends September 2nd. At least ESO gave you yeah, that's a little... Loot crates is a little better. Not having to actually, you know... I hated that. I hated that there was a whole menu just right there. And I always click on it, too. It bugs the shit out of me. Like, god damn it, I didn't want that.
Mogra.
Donation of wool. I don't have any.
Quite well, friend.
I like DSO enough. I don't think I'd ever go back to it. I think I'd be more obligated to try 76 again, because I know when I played it I didn't care for it, but I don't know. I feel like I didn't get very far into it. Once they told me to build a base, it just felt like, why? I don't want to build a base. Like, I don't, and nowhere here do I want to build a base. And it does that stupid shit too, where your base is just like, it's in the world. It's just taking up space in the world now. Everyone can see it. Everyone knows it's there. Everybody can go in your base. Like, I hate that. What, Too Human? What was that fucking game we just played? Too Human? Human... Still Human? That game does it too, where it's like, you set down your plot of land, and now that plot of land is a building. So, if you think about that, like, all the other players... They have their buildings everywhere, all over the map. And to me, that just, I don't know, it kind of detracts. It feels weird. Just have all, like, I like it when player housing is just its own little instance. Not there's little fucking shanties all over the place. It's just, I don't like it. And here is the mud hut was obligated to create in the project. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Because that's what they do. Like, you start the main quest in 76 and you go to that, like, that little shitty bar trader lady, and she's like, oh, go make a base. And then you go outside and there's like 5 bases that people just drop down right there. It's like, it just looks stupid. I hate it.
Go forth to victory.
Depends. MMO's usually too big, not to instant. Well, like, what was it? I know Warcraft, they say that the whole issue why they don't do player housing is something to do with too many instances or some shit like that, or it conflicts with, I don't know. They made some excuse. But like, I think of when Final Fantasy XIV first got started, or not first got started, but a little ways in. They had an instance area that was like a bunch of, it was like a beachside city, and it had like all these like identical houses. So it's like if you wanted to go to your house, it was its own thing. Or ESO does it too, where like you go into the area and it loads the instance, and then you're in your house. That kind of thing. Like, I think it should be cut off from the rest of the world. It should feel private. It should feel secluded. This is your place. You came here. You bought it. What was that? Knights of the Old Republic. Or, sorry. The Old Republic did that, too. Players... Yeah, I think that's a thing in Vault 76. Or Fallout 76, is destroying other people's houses with nukes and shit like that. You could join a community, and only that community could see your house. I think of Rust, or Ark. Ark is like that. That's still once human, still human, whatever that fucking game is. That game is like that. Which that game has some interesting, like, monster designs. Outside of that, it just kind of feels like, I don't know, another typical MMO. Let's do... You need silver leaves for everything, huh? This shit's expensive. Okay, it's giving me multiple points, so that's good. I don't know. I'm surprised. I guess I wouldn't know for sure, but retail WoW, like, I don't think they've added player housing. I don't think they intend to, but I feel like that's a big, like, you should do that. That would probably bring people into your game, honestly. Something as trivial and stupid as that. And then that, too, it doesn't have player marriages yet either, I don't think, which has been a thing since fucking forever. Let people do that. Let people pay money for a shitty XP bonus and then they can roleplay. Just let them do it. I remember, what was that, Perfect World, you could get married. And you got some kind of XP bonus. I think it's the same thing in Final Fantasy XIV. Get married, you put a ring on. I think you get XP boost when you're playing with that person. I kind of view player housing as an inventory, especially if it's... Yeah, that's fair. Like, ESO, that's pretty much what I used my house for. As much as I could.
Loktar.
Troll blood, mana.
For the Horde.
What's troll blood? Maximum health. Oh, that's fortitude, this is troll blood. How much is a mana potion? Oh. Oh, I'm running out of vials, that's what's going on. It could literally just be an inn or rent. Yeah, that's what, ESO. ESO, that's like the free house you get is an inn. Like in the beginning of the game. It's like, whatever, it's something. Or, if you're doing the Morrowind expansion, you get a room in, some inn in Vivek.
Taboo.
Also, I don't know if anyone would know, but did Overwatch do a crossover with Street Fighter?
Strength.
Or is that just something else I saw? Like, they're getting... Like, the last one I seen was, what, Cowboy Bebop? Like, they're just fucking doing everything. I don't play Overwatch, so I wouldn't know. Let's keep making these. Make them until they go green. Wouldn't know. Okay. Because I follow a bunch of shit on YouTube and stuff pops up in my feed, but they announced some new generic-looking character for Overwatch, and then I had seen something about one of their their previous newest character, has a Chun-Li skin. So I was like, is that real, or is that like somebody's wet dream? I don't know. But then it's like, it's not outside the realm of possibility. They have anime skins in that fucking game, so... Sounds like they're going past Fortnite and cross... Yeah, yeah. Very much so.
What do you require?
Which, I mean, whatever. They're gonna do whatever makes money. Even if it's like stupidly out of place. Like the Cowboy Bebop thing, that still is very bizarre to me, but whatever. Which I think Fortnite did Bebop as well, so it's like... You copying each other? What's going on? But then Fortnite does everything, so... I'll hold off. We need... Madroil, Briarthorn... Yeah, I'll hold off. Don't want to waste any more stuff. Marker! You can have these back. Health, don't want that. You keep that. I'll keep those, I guess.
Victory!
Actually, give me those back too. Hang on. May as well. Fuck it. Right. Realistically, if these games have survived for decades, that's a long time. Not surprised if they try to do everything. Yeah. Well, that's... Again, I feel like it's a very underappreciated thing in retail WoW, but the quote-unquote, the pet battles, which is just Pokemon, like, it's fun. And I feel like no one actually does that shit in retail WoW, but it's great. I enjoy it. It's fun collecting monsters. It's fun. It gives the stupid cosmetic pets purpose. It's great. I enjoy it more than the fucking normal-ass gameplay. It's something different. Chun-Li and Faye, it's good enough. Who would be the... They wouldn't do that. Maybe not. Give it like 10 more years. Then they'll get desperate and start doing like PG-13 skins of characters. They'll take like Time and In characters and put them in there. Time and In would work because for the most part, most of those characters are clothed. It's just they're skin tight and they're very well endowed characters. So you could make that work. Actually, if there was a time to do that, you would have to go back in time, not forward into time. Because we go forward into time, rules are just going to get more and more strict. Soon every character will have to be a plank of wood and have no discerning features whatsoever. Everyone will look exactly the same. You'll have generic model A and B. One will represent female, one will represent male. But you won't know because they'll look exactly the same. So ultimately pointless. You guys aren't doing a good job. I mean, in that too, who knows? Maybe that is their underlining reason as to why they're adding these skins, and I'm sure partially it is, deny it or not. I'm sure they know at this point that their fan base is basically just a bunch of thirsty people who want fictional characters that they're never going to get. So to cater to that, they're just going to keep adding more and more skins to keep the thirst going and try to stave people or get people away from Marvel Rivals, because Marvel Rivals is doing a good job at that right now. Not to mention payment processors deciding what adults get to spend. Yeah, that whole fucking stupid ass shit. I talked about that before, but Itch is already seeing a drop in some of their games. I've noticed a few things get removed. You click on it and it's like, this has been removed by an itch.io administrator. It's like, oh, okay, we're starting that already, huh? Didn't take long. Payment processors own the big P hub. Maybe some publisher of say, oh, and then like they're trying to get people to go to specific places, kind of deal. Like you can't go to Steam, but you can go to our new Pornhub game client. Like that kind of thing. Yeah, why else would you care? Yeah, I could see that. Trying to monopolize the whole thing, but do it secretively. There's that one. There's a couple. There's fuck. There's Erogi Japan. There's, was it just DLC something? There's, fuck, I can see the site. There's Manga Gamer. They have a lot of... Can you fuck off? Get out of here! Okay. Some moms in Australia decided they didn't like porn and clogged up the phone lines. Is that where? It was in Australia of all places? Is that who we have to blame for all this shit? Fucking Aussies. Maybe if they'd actually do something with their time instead of, you know, picking their ass, being boring stay-at-home trophy wives. They wouldn't have time to worry about this shit. Idle hands. Idle hands spend time at the genitals. And you know God doesn't like that. Oh right, I have zombies. Zombie! Zombie! I can't wait for all the Black Sabbath and Ozzy covers. Now that he died, it's gonna be nauseating. And it won't sound any different than the actual song. Like, then why the fuck cover it? Like when everyone was doing fucking Africa by Toto. It's like, you assholes aren't doing anything different. It's so just blah. Why even bother doing a cover if it's just gonna be the same shit? But I want to sing the song. Yeah, of course you do. Not to exploit anything, you know. Someone's well, not untimely, but somebody's death, and, you know, it's popular. It's a meme song right now. We could make money off of that. It is very difficult to get one of these damn things. Holy shit. Oh. Stuck sword. That's my favorite weapon. If you're not eating, drinking, or working, there's only one thing left to do. Masturbate. And that would probably help. Then you'd want these things. These things you're complaining about. Itchy. But no. This area looks familiar from the first. This cave is recycled so many fucking times. There are so many indoor areas that, yeah, it's a there's so many prefabs. It's disgusting. Oh shit, there's, that's not good. Wait, is this? Oh, why is this down here then? Good job. Go Team Boner. That's kind of what I was wondering. Yeah. There's this one, there's a castle that's used over and over again. Yeah, there's a night elf cave that gets recycled quite a few times. It's like every faction has a handful of prefab caves that just get used again and again and again. Prefab has been around for a long time. Yeah, and it's not going away either. I'll say that, like, even though Bethesda does a lot of prefab, like, fucking Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion Sky, it does, but I don't know, it never bothers me so much. It's like going back to Diablo 2. Diablo 2 does the procedurally generated caves and da-da-da-da-da. Never bothers me that much. They do something right, where it's like, yes, I recognize, but it doesn't bother me. I don't know what that is. I don't know what they're doing. We collectively shout back, stop breaking games. I don't know. Okay. When do I get... I want my wolf, damn it. I don't want these stupid you bought the bundle packs mounts. Stop killing games movement, yeah. See, that's the thing too, like, with that whole deal, offline cracks and shit have been a thing for a while. Like, I remember playing offline cracks of Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, like, they exist, they're out there, you just gotta find them or make them yourself. And then with that, you know, there's ways to bring in your friends and shit. It's a lot of work, sure, but it's there, it's possible. But to expect a company to keep... What the fuck? To expect a big AAA company to keep all these servers alive for games, and it's not going to happen. Do they have the money? Sure, but they're not going to waste it. If the sales are down, they're done. Like, we're out. There's also the change your you said that the other day, and I didn't know what that was about, and then I seen some people on YouTube that had the Clippy profile pic, and I was like, oh. Imagine there's a number of folks doing that for understandable reasons. Something online crack is MMOs. They should ban MMOs. They won't waste $50 a month. No, they won't waste any money. It doesn't matter how insignificant it is. It's more shit they have to do, and they just don't want to do it. They want to move on to the next big thing. Like, I'm still waiting for Monster Hunter World to just disappear, like the servers. Because it's going to happen. It's gonna be World will go down, and then Rise will go down.
Loktar, friend.
Even though I have no interest in Wilds. I'd rather play World again. All members of the Horde are equal. Yes, you've said this. Do you have the insignia yet, Gromix? It will be a vital tool in infiltration, which, excuse me, what I believe is the greatest threat to the Horde, and us finally finding peace in our new home. His model changes, like, I don't even know. It's probably more now than it used to be. 3 times at least, because there's this one. There's... I think the one in Burning Crusade looks different? Or is it the same one? And then there's the Cataclysm one. There's a few models of Thrall. It's very strange. Vital tool infiltrating what I believe is the greatest threat to the Horde, and us finally finding peace in our new home. You will learn how to integrate a web. What? A web of men and orcs alike can weave. Intricate web? Learn how intricate a web men and orcs alike can weave when they are motivated by greed and... Okay. The hidden agendas, the corruption, all of it will become clear. You'll find yourself in the midst of a war you never knew existed. I still want to know what that fucking mod is for Warcraft 3 Reforged that turns it into like a RPG. Like, I seen an ad for it once on YouTube and then it just disappeared, and I can't find it. It looks very interesting, and I would buy Reforged for that. Because it looks fun. I don't know if it's still going, if it has support, if it's being updated, but it looks fun. The release... The spirits be praised, perhaps you are the one who will finally put my greatest fears to rest. Who would suspect someone so young and so brave would rise up and champion our cause? You remind me of myself when I was younger. I will ensure that you are justly rewarded for your efforts with both... if we both survive the coming storm. But there's time for more praise later. You've not accomplished anything in comparison to what we will face, but this is a good start.
Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde?
Nope, just come. Why am I gonna... Oh, shift. Sorry. A potion? Wow, thanks. Web of Intrigue, Warcraft 3, custom maps have it. No. It was when... Well, I guess, yeah, it would have been an ad. It was when... Shortly after Reforged came out, there was an ad on YouTube for it. And I think it was before that bullshit. Where we own everything you make garbage. Because I think Epic did the same thing around that time. So who knows, maybe the person made it just said, fuck this, I'm out. I mean... We own your shit? Yeah, nah, I'm good. That's like Steam or Valve turning around and saying, anything you made in Source Filmmaker is ours now. What?
Loktar, friend.
All that porn? We own that. Let's see if this insignia you found is worth the effort. There's a warlock within the city who believes he has my trust. He does not know that I realize where his true intention, his true loyalties lie. He is in fact the leader of the Burning Blade. But do not rush off to battle with him. He has a purpose, and we shall use him against our enemies. Take the insignia to him in the Cleft of Shadow here in Orgrimmar. Speak... I just did this. But now I'm taking a different thing. I mean, there are still incredible RPG maps. Oh, I'm sure. Whether it's, like...
Looking for something special?
Original Warcraft 3, or people still making stuff and reforged. Nintendo sitting on the rights for Super Hornio Brothers, forever denying proper trilogy. Does it's probably not, but does Mike Judge own the rights to Beaver and Buttface? Did he buy the rights to that porno? He'd probably do it just because. He probably doesn't care that it exists. More so it would just be funny to own that. One of our own. It is good to see our numbers are growing so rapidly that I can no longer keep track of the faces of our members. That fool Thrall thinks I am working hard to cleanse the image of warlocks and prove we are servants. Idiot! The Burning Legion will make ash of his entire world after it drains it completely. It's good to see the Burning Blade is taking over where the Shadow Council once failed. Naive fool, the Burning Blade is the Shadow Council. There are many cults and organizations under the Council's rule, but all of them are just extensions of their will. I may lead the Burning Blade, but I am still just as much a pawn to the Council as you are to me. Look at the Searing Blade. Most of them think they are becoming the next rising group of powerful warlocks, that they will replace the Shadow Council, so the Searing Blade is expendable. Save for their leaders, the Satyr, Basilin, and the Warlock Jurgosh. Yes, all of them. That is why I constantly send Thrall's worshippers at them. It gives Thrall the impression that I'm weeding out the evil in the bowels in this great city, in his great city. The victory is in reality twofold. Kill Thrall's faithful and test the strength of those in the Searing Blade to see if they are truly worthy of joining me. Is there anything else you would have of me? I will make it known to you. You are obviously already proving, yourself in our ranks to become a lieutenant so quickly. Perhaps you can return to me later, and I will have tasks for you. Council adores those skills in the arcane, but servants of all kind are always welcome, no matter their profession. This makes it sound like I have like an option to go off on a branching path and do something else, and no, you don't, because it's an MMO. If this was like a single-player RPG experience, then yeah. But it's not, so. Goody, goody, goody. Bum, 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 bum. I always wish we got more non-WoW stuff, more just like Warcraft games, and more StarCraft games. Because I like RTS games, and I like the worlds both of them are set in, I like the characters. I'm just not great at RTS games. Especially StarCraft. I feel like StarCraft, even though StarCraft 2 is good, I think it's a good follow-up to 1.
Welcome to HojoRaver.
People seem to like the remake of 1. I have it somehow, I haven't played it. But I would just like to see more of that world. Even something like StarCraft Ghost, I was looking forward to that, and it never happened. Excellent, most excellent, Necromancer. What you have done this day is only a first step in a much broader foundation. A foundation that we will build the destruction of the Shadow Council on. Once and for all. Tell me all he said, and leave not one word out. It may be important. Maybe more important than you realize.
Friend. What is